Hello, it's Martin here with Danny. After our 2-1 win at Basingstoke, we're in Boogie Wonderland, mate.
Yeah. It wasn't for the purists, was it? I thought obviously we started off like an absolute train, and then typical us, kind of encapsulate a little bit of us of late. 1 minute of brilliance, 1 minute of not so great. Obviously fair play. Took his goal well, Wilson, didn't he? And then to show great character, to pretty much go straight back up the other end and score again. Just shows that we have got characters in this changing room. We have got leaders, we've got men. Because pretty much from that going in, we didn't create a single chance afterwards, really and truthfully. And Basingstoke huffed and puffed. I know Ferdy's had a chance first half. But we got the 3 points today, being dogged, determined, and I must admit, again, Luke Kearney, last week, Luke Kearney again, I think Chaz is wheeling away and already celebrating, and he's absolutely, pulled off a brilliant save. So, yeah, that got us the points. And yeah, like I say, it's always nice to win a derby game, of course, and yeah, we move on.
We do. It was, as you say, it was a really frantic first 10 minutes, first 7 minutes in fact, but good to see Louis and Harry get the goals.
Yeah, obviously Louis does what Louis does from the penalty spot, and the reason why we wanted to get Harry Williams here is because he's a goal scorer, and he's scoring goals regularly now, and he's a top player. But like I keep saying to you, I've just done a speech in there. The reason why we won is because Conor McDonough come on, held the ball well, brought people into play when we was under pressure. Carl Chews won a channel and held the ball in the corner. Priceless things. Jordan Rose comes off the bench, wins his first header from a corner. Brad Hooper comes in, calms us down, and things like that. We've got a terrific squad. We really have. George Smith, goes and puts his head in front of the train all the time, and things like that. It is. I said it's probably one of the strongest squads I've probably ever had in my whole life. Not just at Hungerford. I generally believe that, and they're a cracking bunch of lads as well. Okay, with 5 wins on the bounce, and everything's happy and rosy. But I generally think, like I said, we have a bunch of players in there that even with some down times that will come in the season, because it does, it goes up, it goes down. They've got some great characters, and like I said, we're enjoying every minute of it at the minute.
We got Evesham on Tuesday night. Is there any injury concerns? Obviously a tough away game again.
Yeah, no, none whatsoever. Obviously, once again, like I said, we've pretty much got a full squad to choose from. Jacob Bancroft finished his loan at Ascot United as well. Obviously, Reece Tyler, he wasn't here today because he had he's over in Poland on a stag do, but he's back for Tuesday. And young Tyler Blackford, he hopefully, he is the only one pretty touch and go really for Tuesday night. So no new injuries, nothing like that. It's always important to manage games, especially if you're playing Saturday and Tuesday. Yeah. And of course, we're away from home, both really tough games. Evesham had a good start, taking some points off some real good teams in our league, and we'll enjoy tonight. Of course we will, but literally it's straight away then thinking about Evesham.
Yeah, and obviously I haven't spoken to you since the FA Cup draw. We've got Swindon Supermarine at home next Saturday, so it's a good draw.
Yeah, of course. It's a local derby. Obviously, we want to try and get a bigger crowd as physically we can there. Obviously, they know our changing room inside out. Obviously, we know theirs as well. And it'd be blood, guts, thunder, but that's what you want. That's what the magic of the FA Cup is. But if I'm being honest with you, Mark, that's as far away from my mind as physically possible. It's all about Evesham Tuesday night now, and training Thursday, and then obviously we're concentrating on Swindon on Thursday night in training.
Well, I was amongst the fans. I think they really enjoyed it, especially the Luke Kearney save went down really well.
Brilliant save. He pulled off 2 last week, didn't he, against Stoneham? And that one's right out of the top drawer. Like I said, Chaz was definitely wheeling away. Yeah. And I turned my back because I thought it was in. So, what a great save. So, yeah, top drawer. And like I said, he's just got better and better and better.
He has indeed. Well done, Danny. Enjoy tonight, and see you Tuesday.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.